Dude, did you know that Lego was named Toy of the Century by the British Association of Toy Retailers? Wow, remember when we played with Legos? Yeah, man, those were the days. I wonder what skills Legos taught us as kids. Let's find out, man. Sick. Awesome.
We are going to teach you about what skills children learn from playing with Legos.
First, we're going to talk about the history of the Lego company. Second, we're going to talk about what skills Legos teach kids and how you can apply those skills to your lives.
So we're going to jump right into the history of Legos. Lego as a company started years before Lego bricks were actually invented, and they made wooden toys. We're going to kind of skip that history part, and we're going to go straight into the Legos because that's what we're talking about.
So the first wooden Lego brick made of wood was in 1949, invented by a man named Ole Kirk Christensen, and they only produced them in Denmark,
which is a country up here at the top of Europe. So at the start, it was a real local company. They were making their bricks out of wood, so they were really cheap, and they broke easily, and really they just didn't meet the standards for what kids had to play with.
Garbage.
Toys. Yeah, they were garbage.
And the name was garbage too because it was called Automatic Binding Bricks.
Which is a mouthful.
No kid can say that.
Yeah.
Okay. Then in 1961, the company moved into the United States and started growing.
So in the 60s, not a whole lot happened, but as we get into the 70s, Lego invented the minifig, which is had opposable arms, hands, legs, and head. And this was a big jump for Lego because now they had something to compete with Mattel, which was the #1 toy company at the time, with their action figures, their Barbies, and all their other toys, because a minifig increased kids' desire to play with Legos.
Mm-hmm. And then it became, as now, the top toy company in the world, most successful.
Yeah. And now millions of kids play with Legos today. So now we're going to get into what skills Legos teach children, and we're going to talk about fine motor skills, spatial skills, and other skills like problem solving.
Okay. And an expert on fine motor skills for younger children, Shen Li said, fine motor skills are important for a lot of regular tasks we perform daily, such as eating, putting on our clothes, and writing. Without them, all of these simple tasks we take for granted would become a chore. And Lego teaches you those fine motor skills. You're putting together the Legos, and it just teaches you what to do with your hands, especially at a young age. It's really important.
And this helps with things like tying your shoes, or putting a belt in your pants, or buttoning up your shirt every day. That's where you'd see these fine motor skills in your everyday life. So next we're going to get into spatial skills, and lots of times it's referred to as spatial intelligence, which sounds worse than spatial skills, but a professor at Harvard, Howard Gardner, said that spatial skills are really a human's capability that provides the ability or mental skill to solve spatial problems. So really in our everyday lives, it's just seeing what fits together, which lid goes to what Tupperware, this idea of fitting things together and finding a place for things.
Another skill was talked about by a professor at Scott College in Sydney, Australia. Her name is Arina Oktoba, and she said Lego also has a lot of benefits for children's problem solving, focus, and attention to detail. And this is very important in multiple jobs and different things that you can do, and Lego will help you with that.
So as we see, it's really clear the connection between Lego's skills and engineering. It's a big piece of spatial problem solving and fine motor skills and putting things together and pulling them apart and finding weaknesses and things like that you learn from Legos. But these skills also apply in other workplaces, like in a business office. Problem solving is the most important skill, and working with others, which you can also learn from Legos during your childhood when you play with others, is very important and can define whether you succeed or fail in the workplace. and kids who have played with Legos get these concepts down and are able to work with others better.
So Legos help children learn these basic skills that they can apply in their lives.
Thank you.